What's up guys, it's Seth. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you a bunch of Easter eggs that I found in the new pirate scenery and also a bunch of things that you might have missed. So the new pirate scenery just came out last week and there are a bunch of awesome Easter eggs and a bunch of little things that a lot of you might have missed. So we're going to start out in the bottom right, and the first thing I noticed down here was there are a few stacks of cannonballs, but in one of the stacks there's actually what looks like a watermelon that replaced one of the cannonballs. And this is similar to the last scenery where one of the little things hanging off the dock in the Clashy Construct scenery, there was a banana instead of a little thing that's supposed to be hanging from the dock. So in this case it's another type of fruit replacing one of the cannonballs. And I looked over in the top left where there's a bunch of houses and stuff, and there's actually a fruit stand with a bunch more watermelons on it. So that must be where the watermelon came from. And you can also see right next to the watermelons is a bunch of bananas, which must have been where that other banana came from. You also see to the right of the watermelon is what looks like some apples and oranges. So I was thinking maybe in future sceneries we'll see some of these fruits, because apparently Clash of Clans likes to put fruits randomly in their sceneries. So to the left of the fruit stand you also see an oven, and it looks like coming out of the oven is a pizza. At least that's what it looks like to me. So apparently whoever lives here likes eating pizza too. And then to the left of the pizza, you'll see a house right next to the water, and on the little dock by the house is a couple big fish. So I guess there's a bunch of fish in this water, and whoever lives here must go fishing and catch a lot of fish. So the next Easter egg you'll see below that house, there is another house. First of all, you'll see the big shark jaws on the house, but next to the house, you can see a lawn chair with a table and a cup on the table. And this might not seem significant unless you saw my last video where there's a house up in the top right, and in front of the house was the same lawn chair and the same table and cup. I theorized that that might have been the master builder's house, and that's where he goes outside to relax. It does look like this house would be the house of a leader or something, because it has the big shark jaws and he has his own private boat and dock. And so it looks like this might be where the leader of this village lives, or the master builder or something. But now moving on to the next Easter egg. On the left of the beach, you can see that there's a bridge going from a pile of rocks to what looks like a lighthouse. But that big mound of rock, under it, there's actually a cave built into the mound. And most people would probably see this cave, but there are two other caves. The one cave is down by the beach, and then there's another cave by the other body of water where the shipwreck is. So I don't know if these caves have anything significant, but there are three caves. And then if you go down to the big body of water where the boat is to go to the builder's base, if you look there for a little while, once in a while you'll see some sharks swimming to the surface of the water. And they only come maybe every 20 or 30 seconds, so you have to look for a while to see them. And so there are two positions where the sharks come up, and I think it's totally random when they come up, because sometimes they'll come up at the same time, other times they'll come up a few seconds apart. But that's a cool Easter egg that Clash of Clans put in there. And I also really like how the water is moving. I don't think they did that with the last scenery, so that's a really nice touch. So the next Easter egg is you'll see a couple houses around the edges of the map. They're little huts with like a leaf roof, and there are a few of those scattered around the map. But by the giant skeleton head, you'll see to the left of it is another one up on the little cliff. And most people would miss this because it blends in really well with the rest of the scenery, but I just wanted to point that out. There's a little hidden hut up there. So you'll see wrapped around the big skeleton head, and next to it is this giant tentacle of an octopus or a squid or something. But apparently it's really long, because if you look higher up on the map, you'll see that there's a palm tree and the tentacle is wrapped around the palm tree. So it reaches all the way up there. it's coming out of another body of water. So either that's another octopus or it's the same one, it's just really big. So this next Easter egg is a pretty obvious one, but I think it's a really cool. At the very top of the map, you can see 2 stone statues, which are actually the head of the Clockwork Warden. This is a really cool Easter egg, and you'll know in the last video I made for the Clockwork scenery, there was another statue of the ancient barbarian statue in the bottom right. But here's some more stone statues, this time of the Clockwork Warden. So the other thing I noticed, so you'll see this outpost at the bottom right of the screen, but if you switch from this scenery to the other scenery, you'll see that the giant hole that the builders were digging actually lines up almost exactly the same as this outpost. And I think the reason for that is Clash of Clans kind of uses the same format to make these sceneries. So in the last scenery, there was the giant gear, which was the center of attention, and it was in the top right. And the same for this scenery, the center of attention is the giant skull in the top right. And then also they have that giant hole in the bottom right, and they just replaced that with this outpost thing in the pirate scenery. And then they'll also have some more things in the top left. So that's just kind of the format they use for all of this, but that was just pretty interesting. So the final Easter egg I want to show you is this little thing that's down in the trees at the very bottom. I don't know what it is. It looks like some kind of vent or some sewage thing. I don't know exactly what it is, but if anybody knows what this is, let me know down in a comment. I haven't seen anything else like this on the map to compare it to, so yeah, I don't know what that is. But those were all the Easter eggs that I noticed in this new pirate scenery. There are a lot of more cool elements to this scenery, but they're all pretty obvious and you can find them out for yourself. And if you want to see my last video that I made on the previous scenery, I'll have that link down in the description. I pointed out all the Easter eggs and hidden things in the Clashy Construct scenery or the Clockwork scenery, so I'll have that linked in the description. Make sure to go check that out. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my other videos. Also, click the like button and comment down below if you noticed any other Easter eggs that I might have missed. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.